All right, middle school students, we've got a special treat today. I'm in California. We're going to enjoy the waves. Go ahead and start following me with some knocking on the door of life while I explain our learning objectives. We're going to have a vigorous workout today. We are going to play a really fun game with a special guest. And finally, we're going to learn the first agreement from the 4 agreements, which is be impeccable with your word. That means tell the truth. Always tell the truth, and you'll see a lot of great things happening. Now, we're going to go ahead and switch to some spinal cord breathing. Go ahead and inhale as you open up the chest, and exhale as you crunch over, rounding the spine. And let's go ahead and repeat that for a few repetitions. Oftentimes our energy gets stuck in our spine, and this is a great way to release that energy. Don't forget to follow your breathing. Inhale as you open up, exhale as you crunch. All right, we're gonna shift to rooster, standing on one leg, focusing on balance. If you're just waking up, balance can be tricky early in the morning, so just take your time. Feel that foot rooted into the ground. And as you shift the weight, you inhale. Then take an exhale as you raise that knee. Inhale, shift the weight. Just find a nice, smooth rhythm to these. Now we're going to go ahead and go to a single leg balance to a elbow to knee crunch. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you crunch. These can be quite challenging, so do your best. Have fun, and just have a curious, playful mindset as we explore these movements. Let's go ahead and take it to the other side. Elbow to knee, and then extend. Exhale, inhale. All right, nice job, middle schoolers. We're gonna go ahead and take it down to the ground. And we're gonna go into a kneeling position. Take a nice deep breath here, and we're gonna do kneeling step outs with reaches. Inhale back, exhale as you reach forward. During these warm-up moves, it's a great way to assess how you are feeling. Sometimes you'll notice your body is feeling extra stiff, and you may need to do a few extra warm-ups, or maybe not push yourself so hard that day. Or you might just be feeling really awesome, and that's a good day to push it. Let's go ahead and shift over to some downward facing dog into our table pose. Back and forth. We're gonna go ahead and inhale as we come to table pose. Exhale as we push into downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna hop up into a deep squat, followed by pushing back into a variation of a child's pose. In this deep squat, we're trying to push those knees out, take some deep breaths, and then as we reach back into child's pose, we're just gonna take another breath. Here, I'm gonna open up one arm at a time, get a nice stretch. If you're having a hard time with the flexibility with this one, don't worry. It's okay if the heels need to raise up off the ground. And if you're having knee stiffness and tightness, that is very common. Don't mistake that knee stiffness from pain. It just means your knees are really tight. Now, if you're having sharp stinging and zinging pain, obviously go ahead and avoid this movement. But try to stick with that uncomfortable feeling. Stay in that uncomfortable growth zone as long as you can, and don't forget to breathe. All right, middle schoolers, let's take a quick water break while I make sure the camera is recording. We're gonna go ahead and get into the daily dose here. And we've got 4 movements today. Each movement, I want you to go ahead and just do your best. You can follow me exactly or move a little bit slower than me. Or if you're feeling up for it, you can go ahead and move at a faster pace than me. Don't forget to breathe during these exercises. Don't forget to have a playful, curious mindset. And just to have fun with these movements. Our first movement is going to be a skater jump. And I want you to notice how I use my hand to help me balance. Ready? Here we go. As you start to get comfortable with this movement, you can take the balance hand away, but have it there ready when you need it. These are not fast, but slow and controlled. Nice job, middle school. All right, we're gonna come down. Our next movement are gonna be our crawl through kick throughs. All right, so go ahead and get into that hand and knee position, and we're gonna kick one leg through, and then we're gonna shift over to the other side. Notice how when my right hand's on the ground, it's the right leg that kicks through. And when the left hand's on the ground, the left leg kicks through. Nice control here. We're not moving fast, but rather moving under control. Don't forget to breathe. All right, take a quick breather. We are going to get ready for some push-ups. Now, if you are not quite ready for the push-ups, you can just stay in a high plank position. But if you are ready to give those push-ups a try, just make sure that you're staying braced. It means your abs are tight, your legs are squeezed together. Make sure you're using really good posture. Let's go ahead and put those hands and wrists right under the shoulders. Get in that high plank position. We're gonna go ahead and lower ourselves down to the ground, slow and controlled, and then drive ourselves back up. If you need to go down to the knees, you can do the knee variation. Or if you wanna go down nice and slow, then put your knees on the ground and come up from the knees. That's another variation. I'm gonna go ahead and do the full push-up slow and controlled. I'm trying to focus on squeezing my shoulder blades together as I go down and pushing my shoulder blades apart as I go up. Slow and control. If you need to take a break, it's a great position to sit back into child's pose while you take a quick little breather. And then we're gonna try to get a few more reps in. Awesome work, middle school. Another quick breather here. The last exercise in the circuit is going to be a split stance squat. Now these can be really tough on the knees, so just do your best and try different variations to make sure that you're moving at your fitness level. So we're gonna go ahead and get into a split stance. We're going to squat, and then as we come up, we're just gonna do a little hop as we switch. If you're not quite ready for the hop, you can go ahead and just do a split squat as you step back. If you need to put your hands on the ground for support, go for it. That will take a little bit of pressure off your knees. Now, if you want to take it up a level, you can add a little bit more of a jump and a little bit more of an explosion as you drive up. This is one of those sneaky, hard exercises. Doesn't look too tough, but after a while, those legs will really start to burn. Notice here I'm doing half reps. This would be a good variation if you are not feeling like you can go all the way down. All right, middle school, that is the end of the first round. We are gonna go ahead and take a quick breather, and we're gonna go ahead and repeat that one more time. Take some time to get some water if you need it. Take some deep breaths. Go ahead and get yourself ready. Do not check out. We still have work to do, so stick with it and get ready for round 2. Remember, we're gonna start with the skater jumps. This round, now that we're warmed up, maybe you wanna try jumping a little higher, and don't forget to use that hand for balance when you need it. Nice job, middle schoolers. Let's take a quick breather as we get ready for our crawl through kick throughs. Remember, during these breaks, don't check out. Just get yourself mentally ready for the work ahead. All right, now for this round, I'm going to explore trying to kick my hips up a little higher this round to make it a little more challenging. Feel free to try or stick with the original kick through. Nice job, middle school. Let's go ahead and get ready for those push-ups. Remember, when you need to rest, child's pose is a great position to rest between your push-ups. Remember that you're going to brace your whole body and you need to breathe over that bracing. Let's go ahead and start in the high plank position. This round, we're gonna go nice and slow, squeezing those shoulder blades together as you go down, pushing them apart as you come up. You'll notice the slower you move on the push-up, the harder it becomes. Let's see how slow you can go down. Awesome job, middle schoolers. Keep it up. Remember to use a variation that works for you. Take that rest when you need it. And remember, you're never too old to surf. All right, now let's get a few more reps in. I'm gonna try some explosive reps with a little bit of a clap. This is an advanced variation, so go at your own pace. Awesome. All right, let's take another quick breather and get ready for our last exercise. We're gonna do the split squats with a little bit of a jump. Here we go. This is the easier variation with the step back as you come up. Just switch stances. Remember to use your hands when you need it. Or if you want, we can do the more advanced variation and add the hop. Here we go. Stick with it, middle school. We're almost done. A few more repetitions. Let's finish off strong. Awesome job. Really well done. We're going to go ahead and take some time to stretch and cool down. We're gonna do a little Qigong here, a little Qigong, I should say. So take that energy ball, move it around. We're gonna reach, stretch, put one hand behind your head, one behind your back, and we're just gonna twist. Take some nice cool down breaths here. And then take that energy ball again. Really feel the energy you've created during this workout. We're gonna push up and away, push down, and then we're going to twist. All right, let's go ahead and lay on our stomachs. And we're gonna get a little bit of a quad stretch here. So bring your heel towards your butt, grab with your hand and just give it a nice, gentle pull, trying to get that heel as close to the butt as possible. Nice deep breaths here. If you can't reach your foot, you may need to use a towel or a belt to help you. And let's go ahead and switch to the other leg, heel to butt. Give it a nice gentle pull. We want to feel a nice stretch in the front of our leg, the quad muscle. While you're stretching, think about pushing your foot into your hand and taking some nice deep breaths. Now, you can either go back to the left leg, or if you want to try both legs at the same time, give it a shot. Really lift the chest off the ground and pull both legs into the butt. Nice deep breath. If you're doing the single leg version, go ahead and switch to the other leg. Awesome. Let's go ahead and push up into our cobra stretch. Pushing those shoulders away from the ears. We're going to look over one shoulder, look over the other shoulder. Nice deep breath. Really push those shoulders away from the ears. And let's go ahead and roll onto our backs, and let's go ahead and stretch our hamstrings. I'm going to pull my right leg up to my chest, reach underneath my thigh, and I'm going to do some leg pumps. Now, if you're not getting much of a hamstring stretch here, one way to make it more of a stretch is to go ahead and straighten the other leg. Really reach through that heel as you stretch that hamstring. And don't forget to breathe. All right, let's switch to the other leg. Grab underneath that thigh, pull the leg to the chest and pump that leg. And again, if you need more of a stretch, you can go ahead and straighten the opposite leg. Really reach through the heel as your leg straightens. All right, we're gonna go into a 90-90 hip stretch. Here, we're trying to get that belly button towards the knee. You can add lots of different twists and turns till you can get a nice stretch in that hip. We're gonna swivel to the other side, get 90-90 with the legs, belly button to the knee. gonna go ahead and go one more time over to the other side. And one more switch. Nice deep breath. All right, we're gonna wrap up this stretching session with something called the scorpion. So we're gonna lay on our bellies, arms out to the side. Gonna bring one leg over, twist. Be really careful with your low back here. Listen to your body, don't overstretch. Notice that whatever direction my foot is going, I look in the opposite direction. Nice job, middle schoolers. All right, now don't check out just yet. Let's go ahead and enjoy the sound of the waves as we do a quick mindful minute. I want you to either lay down on your back or seated in a chair, or you can sit on the ground, and go ahead, choose your posture. And let's start by taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you're comfortable, let's go ahead and slowly close the eyes. And we're going to do a quick body scan. I want you to bring your awareness to your mind. As you inhale, be aware of your mind. As you exhale, smile at your mind. Inhale, become aware of your eyes. Exhale, smile at your eyes. Inhale, become aware of your ears. Exhale, smile at your ears. Inhale, let's become aware of our nose. Exhale, smile at your nose. Inhale, become aware of your teeth and your tongue. Exhale, smile at your teeth and your tongue. Inhale, become aware of your heart. Exhale, smile at your heart. Inhale, become aware of your lungs. Exhale, smile at your lungs. Inhale, become aware of your digestive system. Exhale. Smile at your digestive system. All of these body parts we are becoming aware of help us to think and hear and see and smell and taste. Our heart lets us go on lots of adventures. Our lungs help us to breathe. Our digestive system helps us to eat. And let's be grateful for all these things. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And let's just take a look at these waves. Waves are a lot like life. Waves are gonna come. They're gonna come and go. They're gonna knock you over. I've been surfing this week and just getting destroyed and getting knocked over and over. But if there's one thing the waves can teach us about life, the waves are always gonna keep coming. We cannot avoid the waves. But the one thing we can do is learn how to surf. So let's enjoy watching these surfers for a few moments and remember that life is short and enjoy every moment. All right, middle schoolers, if you want some extra credits, stick around for the game, and I'll see you next week for episode 11.
Hi, welcome to the Phys Ed Home. We are going to do an activity called the Bottle Flipping Ringmaster. This is great for those who love the bottle flipping challenge, and it will also help you with your frisbee throwing technique. Now, the equipment you need, you're going to need a water bottle that you're going to fill up to about there, which is a third of the way up. And since I don't have cones, for my starting line, I'm going to use a towel that I rolled up. And then straight ahead, I have 4 pieces of paper. The first piece of paper is 4 feet away from the starting line, then 5 feet, 6 feet, then 7 feet. The paper will be the target, and this is great for a wood or tile floor. But if you're working on a carpet or a rug, you can use a flat book as your target, okay? The last item you're going to need is a ring that you're going to make out of paper to throw as a frisbee. And to make that, you're going to need 3 pieces of paper. You're going to need some crayons, and you're going to need some tape, okay? And here's how you make it. So now that you made the paper ring, here's how you play. You start from behind the starting line, and when you begin, you step over the starting line, you bend down, and you have to flip the water bottle to get it to land upright like this, okay? Once it lands upright, perfect, on the paper, you can stand up, go back to your starting line. You have to do 1 jumping jack, okay? Then you can throw the ring like a frisbee to see if you can land around the water bottle like this, okay? Yes, once you do that, you pick up the water bottle, you go to the next piece of paper, and again, you flip it. And you keep flipping it until it lands upright. So let's say it lands, okay? It lands. You pick up the ring, you have to perform 1 jumping jack, and you throw it. Yes, it landed around it, you move on to the next piece of paper. You flip it, yes, it landed on the paper. You go back to the starting line, you do 1 jumping jack, and then you throw. If you miss, you retrieve your paper ring, you go back, and you do another jumping jack. Then you throw again, okay? Yes, that time it went around. You pick up the water bottle, you go to the final piece of paper, you flip it. If it lands on the paper, you go back to the starting line, do a jumping jack, throw. Yes, it landed around the water bottle. If you can do that at all 4 spots before the timer is up, you have completed the challenge. This is a 1-minute challenge. Let's see how Coach Gilardi does.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Yes! Yes. Woo! Yes. Yeah! Woo, with tons of time to spare. I truly am a ringmaster. All right, let's see how you do. Now to make this a little more challenging, you can always add more paper and make it further away. And again, to make it a little less challenging, you can always take some paper away or bring it closer to the starting line. But try to get your best personal time, okay? Have a lot of fun with this. Thank you for visiting the zone. The Phys Ed Home.